Bryce, just how do you feel after the bye week? Coach Saban had said that it'd be good for you to get some time off. Do you feel like you benefited from that to kind of rest and recover?
Yeah, definitely. I think kind of that rest and recovery period has been really beneficial for me. I feel better every day, and that credit really goes to the training staff. They've done a great job of managing everything, having a plan for me. Since I first got here till now, and still working with them. So, the credit goes to them. They've done a great job of managing everything, and I definitely feel like it was helpful for me.
In the middle, Michael.
What do you think could help get this running game into a more consistent mode? You guys had a lot of big yardage games early in the season, but obviously last game wasn't as good. What do you think is the key there?
It just boils down to execution as a unit. Again, that's not one position group's job or, anything that, as a unit, it's something that we all have to do better at. Me making decisions and then everyone involved, with just, being more consistent. So I think when it comes down to it, X's and O's are great. It's just us as a unit executing better and being more consistent with that.
Outside front row, Nate.
Hey Bryce, as far as we see you going through certain warm-ups and each guys do different things. As far as your routine every game day, how important is that for that basically to be the same every week, so that you're ready? And then also, is there anything that you like to do before a game that really gets you locked in, or just a tradition you have?
Yeah, I definitely have been doing the same. I've been doing the same warm-up for a while now. Back before I got here, so having that consistency, I think that's something that helps me a lot. Again, it's something that I'm comfortable with, and everything's always changing week to week. You're in different venues. You're prepared to go up against a different defense, whatever it may be. But having that sort of consistency before the game is definitely helpful for me. And I don't think it's anything specific as far as I'm not a big ritual guy or anything like that. But having a sense of consistency. Obviously we always have the same plan. It changes based off when we're playing, but we always have a similar schedule. Having that schedule helps me a lot. And then, getting to the stadium, for me, I have just a pretty similar just way of going about things. But just naturally over time, I feel like, whenever I get whether it's at Bryant-Denny or somewhere away, your mind just starts to lock in as you get there. And then, getting into that routine, you kind of feel a sense of similarity throughout the week. So that definitely helps me.
Jump on left side, Mike.
Just how much can you draw upon last year's game against LSU with some of the coaching changes and personnel changes they've had?
We obviously watch stuff from last year. Again, because especially, they try to watch things from last year. It's all about, we watch things from last year, from this year. Everyone watches things from all over the league. Try to take things that were successful on both sides of the ball. So we take some of that, but we also understand it's a completely different group, different coaching staff, a lot of different players. So we still watch the game, but we try to take it for what it is. Again, it's a different unit. A lot of changes in the roster, a lot of changes in the coaches. So we take what we feel like is applicable to this year, but also we know there's a lot of movement. So we still watch it, and then it's just us to decipher what we feel like is applicable.
Mason, left side front row.
So, of course, you guys had a 3-day weekend with not having a game. And I understand you guys still focus on the last stretch, but how does not having a game kind of renew the energy, renew the spirit for the last few games?
Yeah, I think, we, especially during the week, it's just a lot about us and getting ourselves better. We have a lot of good periods last week, and then a lot of self-scout stuff. So it's just for us to try to improve and improve ourselves. And, when everyone kind of gets a chance to step away for a couple of days, which you don't really get throughout the year, like you said, it's definitely a refresher. We come back. I definitely feel like we're even more locked in. We understand, what time of year it is. This is obviously, the important time of year. This is where, this is where the teams kind of separate themselves. That's how we view it, just in-house. So we understand that with this kind of final stretch of games coming up, we have to be better than ever. We have to be more focused than ever. And I think having a bye to kind of refresh yourself, and now us coming in with that mindset, I think that helps a lot.
Go to the back row on the right side, Johnny.
Hey, Bryce. Going back to Texas and then Tennessee this year, you guys have played in some hostile environments. Do you feel that will benefit you when you go into Tiger Stadium Saturday night? And do you feel like crowd noise is overrated as a quarterback?
I think obviously us being able to play on the road, you get good experiences from there. But we understand obviously going to play at a place like LSU, to play there, it's going to be an extremely hostile environment. And although we've been in hostile environments before, they're all different. There's nothing. We can't emulate being in that stadium with those fans. And again, we just understand the challenges ahead. I think, again, us being in hostile environments before, it helps us, but we understand that it's a new challenge. We have a lot of respect for them as a team, for players, or coaches in the program. So we understand that, it's going to be a really big challenge for us. And, that's, again, is something that we try our best to prepare for throughout the week. But it's on us to step up to that challenge when it comes.
We have two follow-ups, starting with Charlie on the right.
Henry said Coach Saban's exempt from getting tossed into the cold tub for his birthday. One, do you think that's fair? And two, just what are the plans to kind of wish him a happy birthday today?
Yeah, I mean, that's the GOAT. If he doesn't want to go in the cold tub, it's not happening. So is whatever. Yeah, he's definitely exempt from that. But that's also not really my call. I was never the head of the cold tub committee. That's more Battle's thing. Sorry, what was the second part? Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, Coach is really probably the biggest reason why we're all here on the team. Just that level of excellence, that sustained level that he's had throughout the years. Me being a part of it now for this being my third year, just to be able to see, what that level of greatness looks like up close and personal. The level that he holds himself to first and foremost, and then to all of us. It really has pushed me to be a better person and a better player in the same way it has everyone else. So I think we're all just grateful for that. It being his birthday is kind of a cool little opportunity to reflect. But I have all the respect in the world for Coach. We all do. He's a grace to do it. So I'm just happy to be here and be able to learn from him each and every day.
All right, so let's start with Michael on the left.
Just given some of the issues in the road games, Tennessee game with the anxiety in the locker room, what is the leadership? What are you guys doing to help alleviate some of those issues that you guys had in the last road game?
Yeah, we just want to make a better environment, as a leadership group and as a team. We all have each other's back. We all play for each other. So a lot of it's in the preparation we have throughout the week. And then on game days, just trying to create making sure that we have a good environment, we have good energy in the locker room and out on the field. And, we're always, especially in the leadership, we're emphasizing making sure that we're supporting each other, making sure we know we have each other's back. And, again, especially when we're on the road in a hostile environment, it's important for us to lean on each other and make sure we have each other's back. So it's been a lot of emphasis on that recently.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you guys.